Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are diving straight into a profoundly peaceful piece of short-form digital content. We're going to unpack all the sensory and symbolic layers to discover exactly how visuals and sound are engineered to create a deep spiritual mood right on your screen. All right, before we even get into the details, let's actually do something together. Let's just take a collective breath. Seriously, slow down your own pacing right now to mirror this beautiful phrase taken directly from our source material, walking mindfully in nature. Just hearing that phrase kind of shifts your mental state right away, doesn't it? It sets the perfect, calm atmosphere for our journey together today. Okay, section 1, setting the spiritual scene. Look at how these specific natural elements come together to build a serene baseline, literally, before we even focus on a human subject. The creator of this scene didn't just plop a person in front of a camera. They constructed a whole living, breathing environment. We've got that highly sought-after soft golden sunlight from a sunrise, establishing the dawn of a new day. Then we have this massive, sheltering banyan tree that just oozes a sense of grounding and ancient protection. Against all that stillness, you throw in some dynamic movement. Birds flying overhead and a gentle wind rustling the leaves. It's a brilliant visual layering that communicates life, tranquility, and harmony all at once. Moving right along to section 2, framing the meditation master. Now here's where it gets really fascinating. The simple physical act of calm breathing is used as the absolute center of this entire visual experience. By zooming in for a close-up of the master meditating, the scene actually gives the viewer a visual rhythm to follow. It's not just a picture you're looking at, it's a physiological cue. You watch that calm breathing, and almost automatically, your own breathing starts to slow down to match it. It's an incredibly powerful technique for anchoring your attention and building that specific spiritual mood. Which brings us to section 3, the symbols of knowledge. Our source points out something super important here, noting a few books lie beside him, symbolizing knowledge. The big takeaway? These books aren't just random props left in the frame by accident. No way. They act as a vital narrative bridge holding ancient wisdom. The master isn't just meditating in a vacuum. He is deeply grounded in study and understanding. Seeing those books visually communicates that the piece we are witnessing is rooted in acquired knowledge. It adds a whole layer of intellectual depth to what is otherwise a purely sensory golden hour experience. All right, section 4, transitioning to daily life. This is kind of the climax of our explainer. It's that pivotal moment where the focus actually shifts away from the isolated guru. On one hand, you have the master, representing dedicated, solitary practice. But on the other hand, you see everyday people finding peace right in the motion of their daily routines. It's a beautiful comparison because it makes the spiritual practice completely accessible to you and me. It's basically saying, yes, peace absolutely exists under that banyan tree, but it also exists right there in the spaces you occupy every single day. And our source lays out the super clear 3-step progression. It proves that the spiritual mood established at sunrise is entirely portable. First, we see people quietly meditating, which directly mirrors the master. Then, step 2 gets a bit more active, walking mindfully in nature. And finally, step 3 is the ultimate integration, reflecting on God throughout our daily lives. It's something you are encouraged to carry with you long after you've looked away from the screen. Finally, let's unpack section 5, the cinematic digital experience. Think of this as the blueprint of modern digital engagement. It breaks down exactly how these digital tools are engineered to serve up an ancient practice straight to our screens. We're looking at a vertical 9:16 format, specifically built for shorts, meaning it is designed to completely fill your phone screen. You've got realistic 4K visual quality, ensuring every single detail of that golden sunlight is crisp. Add in cinematic camera movement that keeps your eyes engaged without being jarring, plus soft meditation music that totally replaces your background noise. It is a massive technical achievement designed to produce a deeply organic feeling. It is just endlessly fascinating to realize how high-quality cinematic movement and soft audio can instantly turn a chaotic digital space into a sanctuary. Think about it. When you're swiping through countless pieces of content, a vertical scene constructed with this level of 4K precision and serene audio acts like a sudden circuit breaker. It is quite literally engineered to stop you in your tracks, using the exact tools of the modern vertical ecosystem to give you a genuine moment of peaceful respite. So, I want to leave you with this final thought and question to chew on. We've just seen how a vertical short can meticulously build a spiritual atmosphere. If a quick piece of short-form content can trigger mindful reflection on God and bring us to a point of calm, where else can we find the sacred in our daily digital lives? It really challenges us to hunt for those pockets of peace and mindfulness in our own digital consumption, rather than just passively swiping. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep seeking out knowledge, and I will catch you next time.